Hi everyone, it's Tammy with Frou-frou Studio and welcome back. I am excited to announce a winner of my 500 subscription giveaway, in which you will get this lovely little girl on my vintage photo album page. So let's pick a winner. Here we go. And the winner is a Jenny for your thoughts. Congratulations, Jenny. If I'm going to leave my email down in the description box, and if you will email me your address, I will get this right out to you. Now, let's get on with the regular video. Okay, congratulations again, Jenny, and thank you to all of my subbies. I appreciate you all so much. And Jenny, I hope you enjoy your book plate. I had a squirrel moment, and not me, right? And I was looking for things to make pages in my journal that I'm going to take to Alaska, and I came across these that I have forgotten that I had gotten in when I got my new Tim Holtz releases, and they're little folios. They come like this, and they're made out of manila cardstock, and they come already folded and all that kind of stuff, and they have this little separate piece. And I had 2 of them, and I was like, ooh, I really want to do one of those. And so that's what I've been working on this weekend instead of doing what I should have been doing. But anyway, that's how it goes in junk journaling. So I have got one about finished, and so I'm going to bring you along while I finish it up. And if you don't like to fold your own, which I normally do, but I thought these were really cute, so I thought I would try one. These are an excellent option for, you know, beginners, or even, you know, people that journal all the time, just for something quick to put together that you don't have to work out all the folds and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So they're a good little base to start with. So this is the one I've been working on, and what I did is I took one of the big his big background pictures, and I put it in the back, and I made that little tuck, you know, that little fold a tuck, and I've just stuck a postcard down in there. And you can see this one has kind of a working man's theme, if you could call it that, I guess. You know, factory workers, railroad workers, that kind of thing. And then this flips down, and I put a little pocket here. Make sure I move it up so you can see. And stuck a couple of little tickets in there. And then over here on this side, this flips out. And I glued it down like a pocket after I covered it underneath, of course, with some paper. And I've stuck a old receipt on some manila file folder and another postcard in the back pocket. Maybe. I'm putting it in backwards. There we go. And then a couple of little, I made this tag out of a piece of little scrap Tim Holtz paper, and I put, you know, this little journaling card and this little tag in there. And then for the center section, I made this little booklet from just random pieces of paper. That's a digital invoice. And there's some tea-dyed paper, coffee-dyed paper. There's a time card in here. There's a typewritten letter from like an old typewriter instruction book. We've got some dictionary page. We've got, these are, my husband bought me this cabinet, which I can't show you right now, but it's one of those big, deep files that has all the little drawers, and when you open it up, you know, it's alphabetical. Well, it was filled with, from the late 30s and 1940s, these payroll cards. And it had, you know, what they made every week, or every 2 weeks, actually, it looks like, for their payroll. So in June of 1942, if you worked for this particular person, you made $4.95 a month and $10.90 a quarter. So I thought those were kind of neat to stick in here. And I've got a couple of those. And then just some other random pages. And I just made a little, you know, book that you could write in. And then this is a bag that's been coffee dyed. And there's another one of the payroll cards. And some coffee dyed, really grungy graph paper. Ledger page, you know, just things like that. And then I just simply stapled it on the ends and then covered it with this Tim Holtz fabric linen tape. And then there's a copy of a check on the front. And then this is a Tim Holtz in his new collection, this train. It's a picture of a train. And I just made this pocket with one of his new journal cards, the big ones. They look like this. If I can grab one here. You know, they look like that. And I just made that pocket out of that. And then that is going to stick here. And then this is the little folio out thing that I showed you. And what I did with mine is I put this little envelope with a policy closer on the front, like a little coin envelope. And then I glued the first part shut to create a pocket and put some, you know, little stuff in there. And then I made it so that it opened out here and made another pocket there. And then I closed it up to make another pocket. And then it flips open, and I made another pocket here and just put some stuff in there. And then that is going to set behind there as well. So when you open it up, it'll look like that. And then the front and the back, can I say and then anymore today, is one of his backdrop pages. And I didn't put anything here because I think I'm going to put some stamps on there. That is just the natural color of the folio, how it comes, and I just inked it. But I think I'm going to put some stamps along here. So what we're going to work on right now is putting the cover pieces on. And for that, I'm also going to take this out because I'm going to put a book plate at the top. I'm going to put this at the top. About right there, I think. We can go ahead and do that. And if I would have thought ahead, I would have, I'm looking for my pokey. There it is. I would have done this before I put the paper on the inside, but I didn't think that far ahead, so I'm going to put it on here and then put some washi or something to cover the little fasteners on the inside, if I can pick it up. Oh my goodness. So I hope everybody's having a good weekend. I like to have froze to death yesterday. I could not get warm, and I don't know if it was in my head. I mean, it was chilly yesterday, and we actually had some snowflakes. So it was definitely chilly, but I could not get myself warmed up. It's April, people. There's not supposed to be snowflakes where I live anyway. Okay, so there are those, and then let's find some washi or a piece of paper or something to cover those. I don't know if I have anything close, but we're gonna look. This is my basket of things I need to put back because I've used them for something or another, and they are in this basket to be put back up where they go. Could put a piece of this linen tape across there. This is also in his new stuff. That would for sure be thick enough, but I don't know about the look of that. And I've made a mess out of it. Okay, let's see what else I got. I could also do like a piece of card or something. Let me flip through this real quick. Let's see. That's not wide enough. That would cover one, but not the other. I won't let this bog us down too much. If I can't find something fairly quickly, I'll come back to it when we're done. There we go. That's gonna work. All right, so we'll put that down there. And I'm gonna use 3-in-1 since we have the metal. And the main reason for covering it up is so it doesn't snag when you're putting your tags in and out. Yep, I think that'll work just fine. Okay, back to the cover. All right, so I want to give it some texture, of course. So I'm going to get my ink here. I'm just going to, this is just the top layer of like some corrugated cardboard from like a box, and I peeled off just the top layer that has the little ridges on it. That way it's not too thick. I might even take some antique linen just to give it another kind of color. It doesn't really do a lot, but it does make it look a little more aged. Okay, and then I have our little guy here, and this is a digital that I got, and I'll have to link it in the box because the name escapes me at the moment. And this is a dial from Tim's new collection. He has a whole pack of different kinds of dials that are really cool. They're all kinds of little industrial type dials. And then I wanted to bring in some red down here. And I also have, this is just like a scrap piece of one of the background papers, and I just happened to notice that it's like a engineer's, like a railroad engineer's time card kind of thing, pay record. So I'm gonna put that kind of back here like that, I think. Or did I have it? How did I have it? Because his arm, I may have had it up here. No. Oh, I should have took a picture, people. Okay, I think I had it something like that. And then this behind his head. And then I also have this little, this is a piece of a cutter quilt. Nothing spectacular about it. It's just a little grungy piece of quilt. I think I'm going to put it about right there. And then, do I need this over here? If I can get it in there how I want it. I don't know. Let's get some of this glue down and then we'll decide. And I'm going to use Fabri-Tac on all of this. 3-in-1. Which I think Fabri-Tac and 3-in-1 are basically the same thing, but I do use the one that says 3-in-1, not the one that says Fabri-Tac. This kind of behind his head. So about right there. And then I want this here. So I need to put this piece kind of even with the cardboard at the bottom. So do you all get distracted when you're working on something and end up working on something else? I do it all the time. I'm the world's worst about it. So I normally have 2 or 3 things going at the same time. But sometimes I feel like, and it's probably just my craziness, but I feel like that if I have an idea for something or I'm thinking about something, if I don't do it, I'll forget it. And then, you know, it'll never happen. And that's probably just me, but I actually, when was in an antique store one time, and the woman in there was a very nice lady, but she's also kind of strange, and I guess she had this antique store, but she also was red palms, which I don't really believe in that kind of stuff, which I didn't think I believed in that kind of stuff. And I found this pitcher, you know, like a drinking pitcher that I wanted, that was going to match the colors in my kitchen in my new house, which is this house. And so I took it up to the counter to buy it, and she randomly said, "When's your birthday? What month's your birthday in?" And so I was like, "Excuse me?" And she said, "Your birthday." She said, "I read palms and, you know, stuff like that on when I'm not here in the store." And I said, "Well," I said, "my birthday's in October." And she said, And I was like, "Okay." She said, "Well," she said, "I normally don't give free information or, you know, advice or whatever it is that they give." She goes, "But, she goes, why are you buying this picture?" And I said, "Well," I said, "I just, you know, got a new house, and this matches the colors that I'm going to use in my house. And, you know, I thought it would be really pretty. And I have these cabinets in my kitchen that, you know, have glass doors. And I told her, I said, I want to put it up in my cabinet, you know, so you can see it." And she said, "Oh," she said, "it'll look so pretty." Because it is a really pretty little vase, which I bought it anyway, even though I was totally spooked after leaving there. And she said, "Let me give you some free, you know, a little bit of free advice." And I was like, "Okay." And she said, "You are a person that does not," she didn't say doesn't finish your projects, but she said, "You are a person that has too many things going on at the same time, and you have a habit of having more than one thing going. And she said, you have a tendency to overwhelm yourself." And she said, "My best advice to you in your endeavor in your new home is to pick one project at a time and finish it to its completion before you move on to something else." And so after being totally freaked out, I paid for my picture and very quickly got out of there and went to my car. And because she nailed it. That is totally me. I don't get myself overwhelmed so much, but I always have more than one project going at a time. So, yeah. Needless to say, I have not been back to that store. I do have my vase, my pitcher. I keep calling it a vase. It's a pitcher. And it is in my cabinet, in my kitchen, which is finished. And, but I still do more than one project at a time. So, that's just my personality. And, you know, I'm just the type of person that when I think of something, I want to do it right then. And yes, unfortunately, that does cause me to have several things going at a time. But I will say, to my benefit, I do keep myself very organized when it comes to things like that. And I have, you know, project baskets that I put each of my projects in so that I can pick up whichever one that I want to work on and work on just that particular one, you know, on whatever I feel like working on. And that just works for me because a lot of times I'll become very, I don't want to say bored with a project, but I'll come to a point where I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. And it is very frustrating for me to get in those spots where I'm stuck. And so it is good for me to have more than one thing because I can put that one back and pull out something, you know, that is fresh to me and work on that for a little bit. And then, you know, when I'm ready to go back to the other one, I can go back to the other one and look at it with new eyes and be good to go. So, that's that story. But yeah, it was definitely kind of freaky. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced anything like that or not. But it sure did freak this girl out. I can tell you that. Alright, so I'm gonna figure out what's gonna go in there. I think I have one. I may have something that says records on it. That might be cute. Let me pull out get my little sentiment box here. This is just random little sayings and sentiments that I've either typed up or printed off or dig down through it. I know it's not too pretty for you guys to look at, but records. Let's see if I've got it. If that's the only font. I have it in. And these are just little art boxes, like pencil boxes from the Dollar Tree. They're really handy because they're a little bit deeper than the, you know, photo boxes. And I like that for the bigger pieces. The problems with me, with the little photo boxes, which I also use for my smaller stuff, is I get them too full and then everything starts falling out and I get real flustered. My husband's out cutting the grass, so if you guys hear a lawnmower, I apologize. He's trying to get it cut one more time before Easter, before the kids come over to do their egg hunting. And I think it's going to rain most of the week, so he's trying to get it knocked out today. I think that's the only one I have that says records. I think that's probably the best choice for this one. So we're going to go with that. If I can get it to fit down in there, I think it will. Let's put it on a scrap piece of cardstock or something so it adds a little bit more strength to it. Now, width-wise, I could use a ruler, but what would be the fun in that? Just over to the side. I'm not sure how far my camera goes, but my cutter is over to the side, and I'm just trimming this down. Okay. Now I'm going to just take a pair of scissors, and I don't have that tight enough, obviously, because sliding out the bottom, but that's okay, because what we'll do is I'll put some glue in there and then slide it in there. Since I put that card inside already, I can't really tighten those up much. Double check my line. Okay, now let's scrunch it up a little bit because that's way too clean to go in there, right? Okay, and I'm going to put smart glitter glue in here, and then hope I can get this slid in and in place before it glues it down. Kind of smash it down with my eraser there. Let's see if I can smash those down a little bit. Yep, that's much better. All right. Now, let's figure out what we're going to do stamping-wise. Get my little scraps out of the way. Okay, we know this is going to wrap around and tie bow, and that's what's going to keep it shut. So, oh, you know, I meant to put this little number on there too, like right there. So let's do that real quick. Yeah, I think that'll look cute right there. And I'm going to put, ooh, as I twice fly it across the room. Oh my goodness. Okay. Get a little thingy. Everything's a thingy in Minecraft room. I don't know about you guys. Whoops, don't stick to my mat. All right, now we're rocking. Yep, quite happy with that. I think that's pretty cute. All right, let's stick everything back in here. This receipt's very old and very brittle. Can't get my pin in the glue. Come on, guy. I need to clean my nozzle. All right, and I was gonna stick this in here. This is just one of the Tim Holtz tickets, and it's like a bus ticket. And I thought it would be cute in here. Like that. Okay, and then we've got our little journal there and our little flip out there, and then it goes like this, and then it closes up like this. Yep, I like it. And then we will wrap this around, which comes with the folio. I'm not doing a very good job of tying this, but you'll get the idea. Maybe. And if I put, I've got this little number that's a little Tim Holtz token. See if I can get that pinned on there with a ball pin. And I'm gonna put it here so that when I untie it, it's not in the way. There we go. So that's what it'll look like. And I guess you could tie that in a knot too if you didn't want to tie it in a bow. Or you could tie it in a bow over here. Doesn't really matter, I don't guess. Yep. All right. So that's that. So let's figure out what we want to do here. I have my tray of, let's get my tools out of the way. I keep all the stamps that I use most frequently in this tray because I absolutely hate getting them in and out of the little plastic things that they come in. And even I have the Tim Holtz, you know, the zip up notebook kind of things, you know, that you put the pages in. I hate it. I hate unzipping those things and zipping them back up every time that I go to get a stamp. So I took the ones that I use most frequently, which are normally like the postmarks, background stamps, script stamps, those kind of things. Sorry while I'm gabbing, I'm trying to get some of this glue off my tip of my glue, metal tip. Things like that, and I put them in this tray so that I'm not constantly digging them out, and I can just grab this tray instead of going through all the stamps. So that's just my personal preference, and what I choose to do to keep my sanity. Oh, that's much better. That is much better. All right, so I need something to go down these edges. So let's see what we've got here. We'll move the script ones, kind of these bigger ones, and you can see I have several in here. And you'll also notice they're mostly numbers because I like my numbers. There's some stitching stamps in here. There's lots of postmarks. There's some other script, background stamps, that kind of thing. See, there's a number. That would actually work. And then I also keep my blocks in here too, as you can see. Now, the question is, can I get that on there without making a big mess? And the second question would be, why did I not grab my black stamp pad? Give me just 1 second. Okay, I just grabbed my little archival black soot. We're going to use that one, I think. Oops. because it's not too black, it's gonna stick to that every single time. I'm going to clip this. I was going to use that one, but I don't think it's going to work. I'm going to put a clip on this so it will stay shut while I'm trying to do this. All right, so okay, that's fine. I'm not looking for perfection here. I'm just looking for some stuff to kind of jazz up this edge a little bit. What else do we want? Let's see what I've got. Looking for more of a blocky kind of font. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Could do. No, it's too big. Well. What's this one? Let's do one of those. That's kind of interesting. Okay. Here's another number. That one's different. No, that's the same one. We don't want that one. This one's different. Okay. Now let's do this. This is just like a little shield shaped stamp. It didn't come out real good, did it? It's not hitting the middle. Hitting in the middle, I should say. Oh well. That's alright. It still gives a grunge look. Alright. And I need one more for the middle. And then I'm gonna put I think some brown in between. Okay. Okay. Now let's do crackle. And then I think I am gonna take that clock get this clock. Okay. I want to take the walnut stain, which is a little bit darker than a vintage photo. And yeah, we'll do this one. Okay. And I don't know how well that is showing on the camera. All right, so now let's flip it over and do the other side. Another really good color to stamp with is the gray with hickory smoke. I use it quite often too to stamp with. I like how subtle it is. Okay, so let's kind of repeat the process here. Maybe not in the same order, but use the same kind of idea. So we're going to do the blacks first. I swear if that keeps sticking, that's going to drive me nuts. Get all of our blacks on there. Okay, then we're going to do our crackle. And I just put that in the wrong one. Let me wipe that off. That's it. I put it in the walnut stain, and I don't want to do that. I want to put it in the vintage photo. Because I want the walnut stain to be my script at the end. Okay, now let's do our clock. Well, that didn't work at all. There we go. Now our walnut stain for our script. And there we go. So that's that edge. Now, the only thing we have left to do is do some stamping on the inside and make sure all of our pockets are full. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way so we can open it back up. Okay. Okay. Basically what I'm doing now is just doing the final little flip through and see, like for example, right here, I may use my little blob stamp here and put some little marks right here and right here and over here. I mean, this gives it instant age. Probably need something on this index card. It is an old one, but we'll make it look a little older. And actually, I have a stamp. Not that one. This one. It might look kind of cool right here. block's a little short, but let me see if we can make it work. Oh, it may not even stick to that block. Normally I would do this on my Tim Holtz stamp platform, but it's way on the other side of the room. So we're just making do here. There we go. It just gives that a little something something, and it's still wide enough that you can write over it if you want to. These are almost all Tim Holtz papers in here that I've used. Most of them are those new background papers. Do I want something there? That is the question. I think our little booklet's good. I do block there. Okay, oh, and I don't know if y'all saw, but this is just a piece of a zipper that I put on this edge. I think we're good, peeps. I think we done good. Just close it up. Put our little tie back on. I guess you could attach this to the back if you wanted, so that it doesn't come off every time. If you're a person that doesn't like for that to come off. I'm going to try it to the side this time. You could actually age this little piece of twine. I bet you could step on it. You could step on it, that's for sure. But I bet you could stamp on it too, if you wanted to. So there you go. Another piece done. So see, I may see a squirrel every once in a while, but that does end up getting finished eventually. And that one, you know, I've done this weekend. So they're really quick. And like I said, I really just wanted to try one to see what it was going to be like, and I do have another one, and I think the other one I will do as well, but I'll probably make it more what am I trying to say, nature related, rather than kind of this industrial look. But I like the way this come out. I really like industrial, so it I'm gonna cut this off just so it's even. So it's definitely, you know, my taste. This one is. So that's that. And we will jump back on. I've got several pages pulled out to put in my Alaska journal. So we will jump back on that. And I'm going to work on some more journal toppers. I found two cute cabinet cards in my stash that I forgot I had the originals. Let me grab them and show them to you. So I have these two little cabinet cards that I think will be really cute journal toppers. This little set of girls. And then this young lady here. And I think they're both just adorable. I can see that one in like an oval frame with a real, you know, kind of floral, springy light cover. So, I don't know if these have a date on them. But of course I'm not going to use the originals. I will make a copy. They're super cool, in my opinion. This one's from New York. And this one is from New London, Connecticut. So very cute. So that's on my table. See, several projects. That's the way it goes. Can't help it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And again, Jenny, congratulations. And thank you to all my subbies. And I will be back on Tuesday for I Saw It on Pinterest. I hope you'll join me. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I Saw It on Pinterest on Tuesday. I do Marguerite Miller Challenge on Thursday. And then I do just a general journaling, whatever I'm working on type project over the weekend. So, thanks everybody, and I hope everybody has a great week coming up, and we'll see you on Tuesday. Bye.